Charlie, Mr. Hackle. Mr. Tuckle, come out of there this minute or I'll be forced to... Mr. Vandergelder.
Mrs. Malloy. I don't suppose Mrs. Levi's here. She was supposed to meet me outside about 10 minutes ago. When I make an appointment, I like people to be on time. Here, present for you. Chocolate-covered peanuts, unshelled. Those are the expensive kind. Now, did I see you just talking with two men?
Men? Two men, Mr. Vandergelder? What would men be doing in a ladies' hat shop? No, I'm just dying to show you my workroom if you'll just follow me this way.
I saw it last week, Mrs. Malloy.
So you did. Mr. Vandergelder, what's new in the hay and feed business? I hear you have 3 friends, all hard as nails.
What earth are you talking about?
Yonkers, Mr. Vandergelder. I hear it's a very beautiful city.
And who's been telling you about Yonkers?
Nobody. A friend.
What friend?
Well, you see, he...
He?
A customer, Mr. Vandergelder. Someone very well-to-do, as a matter of fact. He was in here buying hats for ladies. Perhaps you know him, though of course it's always so silly to ask in cases like that. It's Mr. Cornelius Hackle.
Did you say Hackle?
Yes, well, you see, Well, Mr. Hackle was...
I demand an explanation of this.
And I'm going to give it to you. Why shouldn't she know Cornelius Hackle? Everyone in New York knows Cornelius Hackle. Why, he's at all the fashionable homes and the ballrooms. Why, he's at the Harmonia Gardens restaurant 3 times a week.
Impossible. He's only got $147.38, and I keep it in my own safe.
Mr. Vandergelder, you're killing me. He's one of the Hackles. They built the canal?
What canal?
The Panama. Both.
It ain't the same man.
Who took the horses from Jenny Lynn's carriage and pulled her through the streets himself? Cornelius Hackle. And who dressed up as a waiter at the 5th Avenue Hotel and poured an oyster down Mrs. Esther's? Oh, I can't say it, but it was Cornelius. Why, he's the playboy of New York. No, don't deny it, Irene. I can see you were taken with him just like everyone else.
Dolly, I've only ever met the man once in my life. Really, Dolly?
Excuse me.
Of course. Minnie, hold your tongue.
There's a man in there!
Now, if there's a man in that closet...
No, Mr. Vandergelder, you can't! It's too dangerous!
Men in women's closets don't frighten me. Now stand aside.
No man indeed, Mr. Vandergelder. I'm sure you'd make short work of any man. Those muscles. I can see them now rippling back and forth under your coat. Ripple, 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 back and forth, a ripple, ripple, ripple.
For the last time, stand aside.
Stand indeed, Mr. Vandergelder. That's exactly what the court will want to know when you're accused of entering that closet without a search warrant. I mean, what do you stand for if you don't stand for the law of this great land? I know what I stand for. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, Sir. Betsy Ross's flag is passing due. You see him on the hill at Gettysburg, neath that great triumphal arch. If you see him as he's tramping through the grapes of wrath, stand up and march, march, march.
Has this not affected you, sir? I came here at 14 years of age as an immigrant girl from a land that oppressed my people, and I must echo here what was said by that great and patriotic American.
Moses!
I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, sir. There's a tear-stained eagle passing too. You see him on the bridge at Waterloo, neath that great triumphal arch. If you hear him singing Dixie in the sugar cane, stand up and march, march, march. I stand for motherhood, America, and a hot lunch for orphans. Take off your hat, sir. Betsy Ross's flag is passing in. You see him on the hill at Gettysburg, neath that great triumphal arch.
Oh, Stonewall Jackson.
If you hear him tramping through the grapes of wrath, stand up and march, march.
Fourscore and 7 years ago.
March, march. To form a more perfect union. March, march.